Hey guys. So, as you can tell by the title, this is going to be a video that I'm not sure how many people are even going to be interested in what I have to say about this, but it's something that I want to talk about, and that is something you should know about me is I change my mind a lot. A lot of times I'll make this bold declaration, and then a week later I change my mind and I go back on what I said. And I'm sure that that's frustrating for a lot of you, but I can't help it. That's who I am. I change my mind a lot, and I have to be true to myself and do what I want to do with my own life. Like, for example, uh, not too long ago, I said that I was taking a break from YouTube, and then I came back a week later. I changed my mind. I thought about it and I decided that a week was all I needed. See, that's the thing is when you take a break, you don't know how long it's going to be. Oh, and don't think that this is a video about taking a break because that's not what it's about at all. I'm just using that as an example. Another example is when I said that I was going to go on a no-buy and I wasn't going to buy anything. And then I think about a week later, I changed my mind and I started buying makeup again. And I don't know, I guess I've always been like that to a certain extent. I change my mind about things. And yeah, that's just who I am. So, what I'm going to be talking about today is what types of makeup purchases I make and how I decide what I'm going to buy. I'm seeing a shift in what I'm doing here, and it's for those of you that have been with me for a long time, you may have seen it coming or you may have noticed the difference, but I always used to buy, well, not always, but a lot of times I would buy strictly things that were in a certain price point, like drugstore makeup, or even if it wasn't from a drugstore or a discount store, if I ordered something online, it would be like shopmissy.com, shophush.com, those kind of places where everything was really inexpensive. And I always felt like I had to do that because I'm not rich, far from it. Um, I don't have, I only have X amount of money to spend on makeup. I'm not somebody who has a million subscribers on YouTube. I'm not on anybody's PR list. So whatever I buy is what I can not budget for, but I think you know what I'm trying to say. I only have X amount of money to spend. And I've always bought like drugstore brands, even Dollar Tree brands and dollar websites and so forth. But what I have come to realize is that I feel like no matter what your budget is, that you should buy makeup that's going to get you really excited. And if you are buying things that you're kind of like blasé about or not enthusiastic, it's going to affect every other aspect of how you feel about makeup, what you do with the makeup, your creativity with the makeup, and so forth. So I think what I'm going to do from this point on, and I kind of already have started doing this, is only buy things that truly, that I really, really, really want. And it could be at any price point. It could be something by a drugstore brand, but it might be something that is more expensive that's sort of out of my budget. So I guess what I'm trying to say is the overall result of this will be that I will be buying less because a lot of the things that I want to get are more expensive. I ordered a package on Tuesday, this past Tuesday, from a company that I have never purchased from. And if you've been with me for a while, then you know that I have some issues with getting things delivered in the mail because my mailing address is different than my home address. I don't have a mailbox where I live, and so my mail has to go to a different address. I know that sounds crazy in this day and age, but that's just how they set it up in some places. And so if I order from somebody that I've ordered from in the past, then I know who their carriers are. I know what the conditions are of why they would choose a specific carrier. But if it's somebody I've never ordered from, then I don't always know what the rules are because they aren't always clearly laid out on the website. You would think that they would be, but the company that I ordered from on Tuesday, I placed my order and then I started like filling out my information and everything. And then when I went to go to the page where the shipping information was going to be, it said, you have qualified for free shipping. So the section where you would put who you wanted to be the carrier wasn't there. They just bypassed it. And they were like, okay, your order number is blah, blah, blah. We will send you another email when we have a tracking number. And I'm thinking to myself, oh no, because if I don't know who the carrier is going to be, I don't know if I gave them the right address. I figure I have a 50-50 chance of getting it right because if it's coming UPS or FedEx, they're going to need my actual house address because they bring the package to your house. But if it's United States Post Office, then I would be giving them my mailing address. So thank God I gave them my mailing address because when I got the tracking number, it was for the United States Post Office. And I was like, oh, but I mean, now I know, but the thing that threw me is nowhere on the website does it say how much you have to spend to get free shipping. I mean, isn't that something that should be definitely posted on the website? I would think so. And the reason why I'm being so cryptic about all this is I am more excited about placing this order than I think I've ever been about placing an order for makeup in my whole life. So I want it to be a surprise. The package is supposed to come today, so I'll have all weekend to play with the makeup, and then on Monday I can do either a haul or a review or a tutorial, or maybe I can even do multiple videos. But this is a brand that I have wanted to try for years. And when I got the email about that my package was out for delivery, blah, 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 it made me realize I was like, I should always be this excited about getting makeup. And yes, it was a lot of money because that's why I've never ordered from this brand because it's expensive. And like you may have seen not too long ago that I showed you that I bought a single Pat McGrath eyeshadow. And I bought a duo of Laura Mercier caviar sticks. The only reason why I got that stuff is because it was my birthday. I normally never buy high-end stuff because I can't afford it. So I was thinking about it and I was like, well, if it means that I have to buy less, then so be it, because it really puts a damper on things and everything about like my enthusiasm about makeup and everything. So I think you guys know what I'm trying to say. So on Monday, unless something horrible happens, on Monday there should be a video, and like I said, either a haul, a review, a tutorial, whatever, about what I got in my package. And I am the most excited I've ever been in my whole life about makeup. So that's what I want going forward. So I just figured I would throw that out there. This is my mindset right now, which is not to say that I'm never going to buy another drugstore item again, because there are brands that I really, really love, like Wet n Wild, e.l.f., Maybelline, just to name a few. Those brands, when they release new things, even when they don't release new things, pick things up by those brands periodically because I really love them. And that's not going to change. So I don't want you to think this is going to become a strictly high-end expensive channel, because that's not who I am. I can't afford it either. And I don't want to abandon or stop buying from brands that I love. So I'm going to try to make it a mixture of a bunch of different things. And so let me know in the comment section, because everybody, I don't care what your income is, everybody has a certain amount of money that they can spend. So do you only buy high-end brands and just buy a lot less? Or do you buy only drugstore brands because you feel like that's all you can afford? Or do you buy a mixture of the two and just try to figure out some kind of balancing act on, you know, how much you can buy of different things? I mean, it's fall now. So that means that the oil truck is going to be pulling up in front of the house every so often. And every time he comes, it's like hundreds and hundreds of dollars. And, you know, Christmas is coming, so, you know, you have to buy gifts for your friends and family and everything. And so, and I just bought all those clothes for my birthday at Primark and Old Navy. So, yeah, those will... I think you know what I'm trying to say. So let me know, how do you guys see this issue from your perspective? What do you think? I really genuinely want to know your feedback. Oh, speaking of feedback, thank you to the people that left comments on yesterday's video about how I could maybe fix that wig that I was talking about from Party City. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do. I think what I want to try first is to do what I already did to it, but just do it a second time and see what that does. Because I'm definitely afraid to use a straightener on it, even on the low setting, because my straightener was really expensive. And if the plastic melted onto it or something, that's an expense that I don't really want to have. So yeah, but I appreciate all the input that you guys left, and so I'm just going to try the wetting method again. But I think what I'm going to do is get one of those styrofoam heads first, so that I have something to put it on instead of a roll of paper towels. You have to get creative sometimes when you don't have the right things in the house. So that's it for today, you guys. I just wanted to let you know where my mind was at in terms of makeup, and I'm really, really excited about getting my package, and you'll see what that is. I wonder if anybody want to guess what brand I've never ordered from that I've always wanted to try? That would be another thing that you could comment. So I'll see you next time. Thanks so much for watching.